Hi, I'm Maya Vamrasam, the Delaware Riverkeeper. We've come to Boston today as part of our Shale Truth Interview series to consider the implications of exporting liquefied natural gas from the United States to other countries. There's mounting evidence to demonstrate that engaging in LNG exports is harmful to the U.S. economy and to our environment. I'm going to be speaking with Dr. Elizabeth Stanton, Senior Economist with Synapse Energy, a consulting firm that considers energy and environmental issues. Dr. Stanton is also a research fellow at the Global Development and Environment Institute at Tufts University. When people hear about LNG, what are the issues that should be jumping to their mind in terms of areas of concern and/or consideration?
I think one thing that maybe doesn't come to people's minds when they hear about natural gas exports is distribution issues. So we think about and the kind of analysis that's been done about what kind of impact this is going to have for people economically has been about for the United States as a whole. But really there are important issues of how benefits and costs of the LNG exports are going to be distributed across people in the United States that are important and that people should be concerned about.
So, Dr. Stanton, you were part of a team that reviewed a report that was done by NERA Economic Consulting for the Department of Energy that looked at the economic impacts of developing large-scale liquefied natural gas export facilities here in the United States. What were the findings presented by NERA in their analysis, and what was your reaction, generally speaking, to those findings and the potential economic implications for this country?
Yes, we both found flaws in their methodology, and we also found that some of their key conclusions that they were making from their own analysis didn't match that analysis. So if you dug a little bit further into the report, it didn't actually support some of their conclusions. So, and an example of that would be that one of their conclusions was that there really wouldn't be any impact on jobs in the United States, but in fact their analysis doesn't support that. And similarly, that their main conclusion in the report is that LNG exports will be a benefit to the United States, but again, their analysis doesn't seem to support that.
So when you were taking a look at the NERA report and their findings, just in summary, did NERA assert that there would be an increase in jobs if LNG exports were allowed to happen large scale in the U.S.? And if so, do you agree with their conclusion?
They did not assert that. What they assert is that there will be no impact. Now, the problem with that assertion is that their analysis bakes that in at the beginning. The kind of analysis that they're doing, the particular kind of model that they're using, starts from the assumption that no jobs can be lost. So if you then come to the conclusion that, look, no jobs have been lost, well, that's the exact place that you started from, right? So they didn't do the analysis of what happens to jobs. Now, in other NERA reports and analyses about similar issues, even though they use this particular kind of model that assumes that everyone who wants a job has a job and stops there, they still did an additional jobs analysis on top of that. They didn't do that here. We did that using their methodology, which I don't necessarily support, but using the NERA methodology, what conclusion can you draw? And what we found were hundreds of thousands of job losses.
Are there any particular sectors of the economy where those job losses would take place?
Not in particular, because the job losses come from changes in energy prices, and those changes in energy prices are felt economy-wide. So if natural gas prices go up and if electricity prices go up because of that, then that effect is felt through just about every sector.